Alright guys, welcome back to another exercise execution video. Today we're going to be taking you through the prime shoulder press. So, we're lucky enough to have prime equipment at Powerbuilding Gym, and the reason we feel lucky to have it is because it allows us to manipulate the resistance profile of exercises to match up with the strength profile of our muscles. So, you've seen us doing this so many times with resistance bands, you've seen us putting it on machines, you've seen us using it on free weights with squats for example, and the reason being is because some exercises are built in a way that they actually make it a lot worse. They actually harshen the profile, if that makes sense. So what I mean by that is with a shoulder press, for example, the delt is going to be at its weakest point in its length and range, which is at the bottom of the movement. That's also where most machines make it the hardest as well. So that's not ideal because it's not matching up. Because what that will mean is you will be failing at that point. But realistically, if you got out of that zone with a touch from a spot now, you'd still be able to go. So you wouldn't be complete, you wouldn't be hitting complete failure. And the goal of this, and using machines like this, is to actually manipulate it in a way that you're going to be failing around the same point throughout, so the whole muscle is completely fatigued. So yeah, what I would suggest is, if you're new to this, is just load in the middle bay, first off. That's going to be just a standard machine. However, once you want to start manipulating it in a way to either match up, like I just talked about, so you're hitting failure throughout, or if you're working on weak points, for example, if you're a powerlifter and you're just trying to work out on your lockout, then you can manipulate it in a way like that as well. So, it actually works in opposite, so I'm going to keep it quite simple for you. So, if you load up the bottom as well as the middle, it's going to make it a lot harder at the top, the way the axis is built. And if you do it in the opposite way, if you load it at the top, then it's going to be a lot harder at the bottom and a lot easier at the top. So what I would suggest is to match up this profile, to match up this resistance profile with our strength profile of the delt. I would put about 50% of the load in the middle, and I'd probably put the remaining of the load probably on the bottom. So that's going to make it a lot easier getting off the bottom, which is where we are weakest, and then it's going to get a lot harder at the top. So hopefully, if you do it properly, you'll be able to hit failure throughout, and it'll be pretty painful. So give this a shot. I know you've been asking for a video on prime for a long time now, and now I'm finally getting back to functioning, so I can do these a lot more. So if you've got any questions, let me know. Comment below if you've got any questions, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.